Good evening, everyone. This is DCE again, and I just want to give my thoughts on this past Sunday, May 5th, 2019, new episode of Game of Thrones. Season 8, was that episode 4? That was episode 4. Okay, well, first let me say this, okay? I haven't read the books. I hadn't read not one book by George R.R. Martin, okay? So I'm not going to try to get into any type of comparisons between the book and the show because I hadn't read the book. I just like to voice my opinions about what I like about it, what I didn't like about it, especially the attributes of the different characters within the show, okay? All right. So, okay, first thing first, that funeral scene, or what was it? What do they call it? The funeral pyre, that was sad. To see them, the main characters look at all the people they loved or just liked, dead. It was sad. It was very sad. And looking at Jorah, that's his name, I believe, Jorah Mormont, laying there like that. That was heartbreaking. The man, he thinking back to the beginning of the show, how it was his job. He was hired to kill Daenerys and ended up falling in love with her, ended up with grayscales, was magically cured of grayscales, and then got back into her good graces, continued to fight for her, and died for her. So that was sad. The scene of them, after, I hate to call it this, but the after party, after the funeral party, or the repast. I said the repast for after the funeral. But it did look like an after party. It did. But hey, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge about how people, mourn the loss? So I guess they were mourning the loss of their friends, but they had to celebrate that they didn't got to. And I guess you can't fault them for that. But anyways, that was wild. It was wild. A little too long. It dragged a little bit. And Daenerys, she's a smart chick. She pulled that power move by making Gendry the Lord of whatever. I forgot. Whatever. Lord of something. Power move. Jaime and Brienne. I said before, they had more chemistry than Jon and Daenerys. And I stand by that. When they finally got to it, I cringed a little bit. But, I was happy for her that, she had feelings for him. So, hey, and she, got it on with the man she was crushing on, I guess, loving. But of course, we saw how that ended. He ended up leaving. Will he live? Will he die at the end? I don't know. I think he's going to die, but Now, I do hate that she lost her virginity to him. I hate that. He didn't deserve her virginity. No, he didn't. He's a scumbag. He is. Anybody that screws their sister is a scumbag. Period. And the sister's a scumbag too. She was screwing her brother. So anyway, let me just skip on ahead. I don't fault Sansa for telling Tyrion about Jon's parentage. I don't fault her. Because one, Sansa is playing the game. And two, she sees something. Well, of course, she doesn't like Daenerys, okay? And she's worried about the North. And, of course, Sansa wants the throne herself, okay? And, she sees something in Daenerys that Jon's love for Daenerys is blinding him to. And when you think back to that scene where she was begging and pretty much groveling or trying to manipulate, she was trying to manipulate Jon into promising that he would not tell his family about his true heritage. I did not like that. And see, and I'm not going to say that Daenerys doesn't love Jon. I believe she loves Jon. But she loves that throne even more, okay? And Jon was a means to an end for her. He was. He was a means to an end. Period. Now, moving on, when the poor, what's his name, when they were getting ready to depart and go to, what is that? King's Landing to confront Cersei, seeing poor, what's the Ghost? Oh God, poor Ghost. I'm glad that he's not trying to force Ghost to come along with him, and he's gonna let Ghost follow the big red man out in the wild somewhere. Tormund, that's his name, the big red man, Tormund. That's good. He deserves to be free because he done gave his all. Like, you know what, you Starks, y'all crazy. You following this dragon lady. Look, I ain't dying for you, buddy. Period. So, good for you, Ghosts. You may be hurt now, Ghosts, but in the long run, when you're healed and you're out in the wild running field, free, you will be thankful that Jon Snow let you go. Okay? Okay. Moving right along. The dragon Rhaegar, oh my God, that was sad. Did you all hear the way he howled or howled? Oof, man, oh man, oh man. That was sad. That was horrible. I was not expecting that. But you know what? Just like with the knights, with the Night King and his army, they are just being Dany and Jon, they're being reckless with the way they move. They underestimated the Night King, and they're underestimating Cersei and Euron. I mean, I know you can't miss those dragons, and they were on their way to Dragonstone, so they had to fly over the water, but they was moving a little reckless. They were. I'm sorry, Rhaegar, R.I.P., but Daenerys, kind of reckless. So anyways, the storyline about her turning to the Mad Queen. I can understand why she might be turning to the Mad Queen, because all that she's hoped for since she's been abused and molested and raped and sold and yada 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 as a young girl, seems like it was all for nothing if she doesn't end up with the throne. So I understand her anger, okay? I really do. But she does need to be a bit more cautious. And I don't know with the Tyrion and the, goodness gracious, the eunuch. I hate to use that word, but I guess that's what he is. I don't remember his name. You know, they were talking about it. You know, Tyrion can't hold water. And see, that's the thing. With Sansa telling Tyrion, she knew what she was doing. With Tyrion telling Varys, that's his name. I guess that's his name. He knew what he was doing, okay? But here's the thing. Going back to Bran. Bran, if you ask me, he really didn't have to. When he and Sam discovered the truth about Jon, they could have kept that between the two of them until this whole thing was over. Well, if they lived to tell, they could have. So I'm just wondering, is Bran playing the game too? I know he's supposed to be some three-eyed raven or something, but you know, he could have stopped Jon, at least when they were at that tree having their little family meeting. He could have stopped Jon or discouraged Jon from saying anything, right? I think he could have, but you know, hey, whatever. Anyways, Rhaegar dying was horrible, and the capture of Missandei. Oh my God! And what that now see. I guess I somewhat sort of kind of understand why the people who created the show hurry up and had the Night King killed in the third episode. I guess I understand why, because I mean, hey, people do bad things to people, and what Cersei did was horrible. Ooh, she is an evil one. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Cersei, what Tyrion does. Is he going to put family over Daenerys and what's best for the kingdom? I don't know. What in the world will Jon do? What in the world is Sansa doing? Because of course Sansa is playing the game, you know. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to next week's episode. And Jamie, he shouldn't have had sex with Rihanna if he just going to leave her like that. You know, she gave your virginity to her. She gave her virginity to him. And then he just up and leave like that. I don't like that whatsoever. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. She's grown. She a big girl. She's a big girl. She knew what she was doing. But as long as she don't go chasing after him to try to save him, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Let that man be. Let him die. Or die trying to kill his sister, whatever he's up to. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the last 2 episodes. I did like the episode. I liked the length of this. What was it? Hour 20 minutes or hour 18, 19 minutes. I'm be honest with you. I'm gonna be a little greedy. Yes, I need the next 2 episodes to be closer to 2 hours. I know they're not gonna do that, but hey, it's over the years that I've watched this show, I can honestly say I hadn't wasted my time. It's been a good ride, all 8 seasons. It's been worth it. And who knows, maybe during the summer, during my vacation, I might be able to binge watch it from episode 1. Episode 1, season 1. I don't know. But it's been good. It's had its ups and downs. All episodes hadn't been, you know, great. But hey, this has been good. It's very intriguing and it makes you think. It really does. You know, the family dynamics, family, love, politics, strangers, backstabbing, money. Did I say power? It's life, right? It's life. I guess it's how you decide to. It's up to the decisions you make, choices you make, people you decide to bring into your corner, into your life, and in your circle, and those you decide to keep out, and what you value most. Do you value power? Do you value love? Do you value money? Or do you value family? I don't know. But anyways, thank you all so much for listening to this brief review. I guess it wasn't brief at all. Oh my God, 13 minutes. Let me shut up. All right. Thank y'all. Goodbye. Be blessed.